On today's Toy Spot, we're going to be having a look at DC Superheroes Brainiac. This Brainiac comes with some Wave 4 of the line. The same line that consisted of the horrible Superman up at the top there. Also contained Lex Luthor, great figure, and also a Darkseid. It also contained two repaints of the Superman and Supergirl figures. I didn't pick those up just because I'm not into repaints. But there you have packaging. Not really much to say on packaging. If you have been following my reviews, sometimes I really don't want to touch too much on the packaging if it's the exact same that, you know, from the last couple of reviews, because I really don't want to bore you guys. But there's packaging aside. What we'll do is we will open up Brainiac here and we will get a closer look at the figure. The first thing I noticed when I took Brainiac out of his packaging was that he's got this really weird stance. Similar in the way that it hindered the, I'm trying to fix it here, that hindered the Azrael. The Azrael was a really nice figure, but his stance I think really made the character disappointing, at least the figure. This Brainiac has the same idea. If you notice, his legs are posed in a certain way, especially, the easiest way you can tell is look at the knee here. The knee will bend, but it won't go any further than that point. So, I mean, you can't, he always has this weird stance to him. This kind of jive-talking turkey, what's going on there kind of stance. I mean, I guess you can get him in some dynamic poses, you know, if you wanted to, but I just wish the stance wasn't the way it was. It would have been nice if just the character stood straight. Looking at, though, details on the figure, the detail is really nice on this figure. It certainly takes me back to the Superpowers Galactic Guardians cartoon, where we saw Brainiac in this robotic form. I'm wondering if maybe that's why they released this figure in this form rather than the common green-skinned alien body. It probably was to, you know, to pay service to some of the 80s fans like myself. But really nice detailing on the figure. Now Brainiac is being released as a green skin figure as well. It's being packaged with the Superman in the next upcoming 2-packs of the Universe figures. I will be picking him up as well. So when I do pick him up, I want to do maybe a comparison video, maybe have this guy and the green-skinned Brainiac in one video so you guys can kind of see the two different versions of Brainiac. But his articulation, and there's a good look again at his face. You can actually see the circuitry in his brain there. But the articulation, he's got some in the head. It doesn't really move up and down all that much, but it does move left to right. He has articulation in the shoulders, in his elbows, also in his hands. So, I mean, you get free range there. Where it starts lacking, though, is where it starts getting to the bottom. He has articulation in the waist, but because of these tubes here, it doesn't allow him to move all that much. And he has articulation in the leg and also in the thigh. But again, because of the way the figure was posed, you can move him around as much as you want, but the figure is still going to kind of have that same pose. He does, however, have articulation in the feet, which is nice. Although, because there's articulation in the feet, I found this foot to be really loose. So, I mean, that's a bit of a downside to the figure. Overall, my overall opinions of the figure, I really like him. I like the sculpt on him, but it's just a shame that they had to give him the weird, funky pose at the bottom there. But there you go. I mean, it's just a Toy Spot on the DC Superheroes Brainiac. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. And if I'm not mistaken, this is actually the last figure of this wave. So I will be moving now on to, I think the next one is a Batman line. So stay tuned for that, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. And with that, I'll see you guys next time.